In this video, I just wanted to show you some info about Tartaria, and the mud flood took place in I don't know, 2 centuries ago, or 200 years ago, or 300 years ago. You will see. So let's make some research about Tartaria. It is about lost societies, lost civilization. Okay, you see the map of Tartaria in this photo. There is Arabic. There's India and Persian and China. You see the Turkey. What is written? Okay, you see that Grand Tartaria text. So in 1771, from the Encyclopedia Britannica, this one's from this writing is from Britannica, or I don't know where is map from. Tartary, a vast country in the northern parts of Asia, bounded by Siberia on the north and the west. This is called Great Tartaria. The Tartars who lie north of Muscovy and Siberia are those of African, Circadian, and Vegetan, situated northwest of the Caspian Sea. The Kalmyk Tartars who lie between Siberia and the Caspian Sea, the Uzbek Tartars and Mongols who lie north of Persia and India, and lastly, those of Tibet who lie west of China. Yeah, Tartaria was the greatest civilization in history that you never read about in school. Yeah, of course, in history lessons, people were not taught about that because mass propaganda is going on in this world. Mass deceiving people. Yeah, isn't it fascinating that worldwide culture can be washed away in only few hundred years? Think about how easily our civilization can be erased as well. So this is about how all the great empires and kingdoms around the world, which are developed and improved in terms of nature-based technologies, electrocultural societies, civilizations, how they were benefiting from the etherical energy and utilizing that energy for their daily uses. So it was totally negative in terms of how the group of elites wanted to rule the world and enslave all the world under them. It was totally corrupt for them to make any appropriation or just get used to that kind of situation or all around the world. So here is a Star Wars in Portugal. So this is about the giants, which also took place in Tartaria, the old world. Historical proof of much larger humans is all around us. Fairy tales encode truth. Giants existed, not flood. Yet one, yes, there was giants, the Nephilim called mighty men of valor in the Bible and the books of Enoch and others. And yes, Jesus Christ said Enoch was righteous and just in all his ways, and there was ancient Hebrew people scattered all over the earth before the flood, and Nephilim was also. And one more mind-blowing thing is that in way more that one recorded document there was 5,500 years between Adam and Eve being run out of the garden and the coming of the Word, aka Jesus Christ, and God is very serious about the seventh day of rest, 5.5 days until the coming of. Oh, I don't want to read it. This comment was too long. So this is also a Tartarian structure building. You see. So you see those developed civilizations, Indonesia, Mexico, Egypt, Balinese, Mayan, all these are the same. If the news is fake, imagine how bad history is. Los Angeles Old City Hall. This one's from picture from that city hall. Definitely Moorish style architecture. Supposedly built in 1889 and only lasting 39 years after it was demolished in 1928 to make way for a parking garage. Last two peaks are of the old courthouse and hall of all records and the building of the new city hall. Yeah. Osijek Novi Sad, Belgrade. Under Belgrade, there are thousands of rooms, tunnels, shells, and labyrinths that are from the old world remained from. So these are the baby incubators after the mud flood used to repopulate the world, populate the world again, to enslave more and more people, to rule the world. They just cloned babies after the demolishing, destroying of Tartaria. In the new world, they started using them to spread the babies to all around the world. Orphans populated the new world. I have toyed with the idea that tunnels connect every landmass, where buildings survived the liquefaction because of their height. My idea is that they colonized with pre-programmed orphan indigenous to begin the theory of evolution, followed by the elites who had these incubation clinics in deep underground facilities that are designed to easily escape apocalyptic event going on and get people back onto the surface of the earth again. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is a good example of liquefaction in Italy, the Pisa Tower. A probable resulting actions that emerge from high magnitude earthquakes combined with wet swollen ground, and liquefaction, mud flood in the result. This is why the world full of NPCs. Sad but true. Which infantorium did your grandparents come from? The repopulation people. So this is a excavation, a photo of an excavation about the restoration of the cathedral in Salt Lake City. They are always secretly doing some excavations. Mudflood buildings that also were found during the excavations in Russia. You see, you find big and massive structures, buildings under the ground from the Tartaria Empire. History books be like, past cultures enjoyed building structures halfway underground. You see how mud flood affected, how liquefaction affected all the buildings. There are many examples of this photo or the buildings. I literally laughed out loud. So this is from the old world, and this is how it became, and in today's world people are trapped into this kind of. This photo tells me that it was just a building, it became stoned, iced, and it became mountain. Mud flood buildings in Elko. You see, this is below the surface of the ground. There's another picture. Cultural layer of sand? No, actually not. Nothing to see here, just another window half in the ground and stuck behind an 8-foot high staircase to a first floor entrance. Churches are so funny. So funny. Excavations often shows that some constructions were buried by the mud flood. You see that in this photo, it was buried by the mud flood, this building. So do we have some interesting infos about Tartaria? It's about giants. Giants found at Trapani, found in Mauritania. Swiss giant, Goliath, Homo ordinary man. So this is how I am and you. So look at those giants, how big they are. Look at this human race. What they claim dino bones to be. They're just statues. They're just chicken bones, not dino bones. They collected chicken runs and created some artificial dynamo and tricked people. So we need some. So this is the flag of Tartaria. So there's a tram without a wire. You see, there was no wires in the back in the past because the magnetic and etheric energy was being used. So therefore, you don't need any cables to carry the electricity. So there were some electric stations, okay, electric, yeah, electric station. And there was no need for cables because it was like Wi-Fi of today. But even in today, we use Wi-Fi from the cables under the oceans and also above our streets. So there was no need for. So there was no need for cables. There was just flagstaff, flagstick to uh, make them people reach to internet or I don't know the energy for their houses needs. Is it late in 1800s? Yes, or the beginning of 1800s. So that's all for this video. Thanks for listening.